Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world and to another tribute reaction. This time we got Klaus Mikaelson Light. This was uploaded by Dazed Edits, and I guess from the title 5K subscribers, this was supposed to be like a celebratory video. Um yeah, this was another one that was requested, like last week's video was requested, ironically by the same person. But yeah, like I said, this is one that I have not seen, so I'm kind of going into this one blind. Now, obviously, I have seen the content that this video will be covering, and I just don't know how they're going to be doing the editing and everything, but I'm ready to hop in. Link to the original will be in the description. Let's run this up. As well, oh, the link to that Days Edits channel will also be in there.
I know is real. Who is he?
One of the originals. He's a legend.
From the first generation of vampires.
See, growing up in New Orleans, kids, we hear stories about the evil Klaus Mikaelson.
Klaus Mikaelson. The great evil.
I have a nobleman named Klaus. I was taken with him at first, until I found out what he wanted.
Catherine was a great villain, too.
I've never even met anyone who's laid eyes on her. I mean, we're talking centuries of truth mixed with fiction.
I know what you are. Half vampire, half beast. You're the hybrid.
A big, bad wolf.
If you want something, that's it. If you're not afraid of Klaus, then you're an idiot.
May I introduce to you the Lord Nicholas?
You're the hybrid.
You've heard of me. Fantastic.
I don't know why I love that scene so much. You've heard of me. Fantastic.
Wicked beast to ever live.
Your life's a living hell.
Can somebody tell me why I love that scene so much?
No, Mama. Just to get back at me for running.
Ruthless.
Whatever you do to escape Klaus, he will get his vengeance. On your friends, your family, on anyone that you've ever loved.
I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
And then what?
Then you return to Mystic Falls to resume your life as the hated one, as the evil hybrid. It is so important to you that people quake with fear at the sound of your name.
People quake with fear because I have the power to make them afraid.
And you're a cruel, wretched thing.
Fed my way through thousands of innocents.
And I'm worthy of anyone's love, let alone mine.
I haven't cared about anything for centuries.
You long for nothing, care for no one.
Love is a vampire's greatest weakness. And we are not. When blood relations let me down, I don't stop to reason with them. I remove them.
We manipulate. We thirst for power. We control. We punish. But our actions are driven by one singular place deep inside.
Down two.
Make him suffer on my terms. Family makes you weak.
We're alone. And we hate it.
I am Klaus Mikaelson. I don't need anyone, nor will I be warned by lesser men. I am the thing that lesser men fear.
Tremble at the mere mention of your name, but I know you for what you truly are. A little boy, desperate for a daddy.
Eviscerate this Stefan fellow like you did Alexander, or did you simply toss him from a balcony like the unfortunate few?
If she who gave you life could come to loathe you and then be snuffed out
That
by your
wasn't
own
funny.
hand,
Who would
then
laugh
what
at
hope
that?
is there for you?
And I am vicious and hateful. Your cruelty made sure of that.
I sought to protect you.
You ruined me. You set my course. So I should direct my rage toward you.
You should see yourself. A murderous expression.
This
a
music is
self-righteous
really building
posture.
up. I'm loving it.
But by hunting Rebecca and Marcel down to the ends of the earth, by terrorizing them the way you yourself were terrorized.
You look like father.
Don't become your father.
That your secret betrayal was the cause of everything I became. I sought the approval I was denied by the man I thought was my father. You turned me into the weakling he hated. You were never the recipient of his cruelty. None of you were. Not Cole, not Finn, none of you.
Okay, so I think this is decent place to pause. So the first, give or take 3 minutes of this was all about Klaus being the big bad wolf, right? Like the one guy that everybody in the supernatural community knows and fears. Like they all quake with fear at the mere mention of his name. And then we kind of like slide into a section that's all about the little boy who was abused, the little boy who never like had a proper upbringing from his parents, you know? Like he had his mother. I mean, they're not necessarily covering that part right now, but like they like you got his manipulative mother Esther, who made him physically weak to keep his werewolf side in check, and then because she did that, he became the prime target for Michael's cruelty. So, like, yeah, he was doomed from the start, man. I get it. Like, I get why he became the vicious, wicked beast that he became. But truth be told, though, Klaus as a brother, he kind of sucks. Klaus is a terrible sibling to have. I'm not gonna lie. The way that he constantly abused them throughout the centuries is crazy.
That your secret betrayal was the cause of everything I became. I sought the approval I was denied by the man I thought was my father. You turned me into the weakling he hated. You were never the recipient of his cruelty. None of you were. Not Cole, not Finn, none of you.
My father lived to torment me. It is not my intention to become him. Not him.
In your paranoid mind, nobody can be trusted. Where does it end?
There is no end.
Betrayal.
I knew it would be difficult to win your trust, Klaus.
It is in your nature.
Your reputation.
You ain't Kratos. Shut up.
Because you're too scared to trust.
Need I remind you I killed my own father in order to protect her? I am scared of nothing.
You know, you all seem to think this is a democracy. I assure you it is not.
You're still scared of him.
Think you can subdue me? With this, I'm the hybrid! I can't be killed! I am immortal, will hunt all of you to your end! I'm gonna hunt down everyone you know and everyone you love.
Will always be the daughter of Klaus Mikaelson, the hybrid killer with 1,000 enemies.
Meet your maker. Loneliness. That's why you and I memorialize our dead. There's the briefest of moments before we kill where we literally hold their life in our hands. And then we rip it away. You are the author of everything I am. But in the end, we're left infinitely and utterly alone.
The deeds of the mighty Klaus will be remembered by no one.
You will remember me. My survival will haunt you through eternity. Klaus Mikaelson! Your maker. You will never destroy me!
And every one of your despicable deeds, I alone have always stood by you.
That's why you killed him. Or is it just that you are so terrified of letting someone, anyone, in?
Just so someone, anyone would see who you really are, and now that I have, it scares the hell out of you, doesn't it?
You will live out your endless days unloved and alone.
All right, another good place to pause. So, I have heard and like seen for a few years now about like the different people in Klaus's life who like made him change, you know, and like there is a highly debatable list of people who fit into that category, like who changed him the most and yada yada yada. But for me, I would argue that the top three, in no specific order, who like changed him the most are Caroline, Cammy, and Haley. Like those three specifically like connected with Klaus in a way that was different from how any of his siblings connected with him, or how like literally anybody Klaus may have called friend over the centuries connected with him. Like those three, they like really took the time to get to know him, and like I guess really like more get to know him. That falls more so for Cammy and Haley, since they literally spent day in and day out with him. But like these three like got to see like the softer side of him that he like never really shows anyone. Like they got to know like what drives him to be the way that he is, and like they really, I guess in a way, kind of like reflected a mirror at him to show him like, bro, you need to chill the F out. Stop being so paranoid. Stop trying to like be like the big bad wolf that everybody makes you out to be. Like you don't have to be that person in order to, you know, live a good life with people who love you, you know? It's just it's a very interesting thing. He's a complex character and he's great. Which also like reminds me a bit of Elijah. Like I've noticed in my comments a little bit lately that people say that I hate Elijah. I do not hate Elijah. I want to make that clear. I think people got that a little bit confused with my opinion and that only Elijah should have died. I only say that because it felt like Elijah's story had come full circle and he technically had nothing else to live for. So it made sense for him to die at the end. I just don't agree with having Klaus die with him as well. I do not hate Elijah. He is one of my favorite characters in here, and he's actually my third favorite Mikaelson behind Klaus, or not Klaus, behind Cole and Rebecca. Just want to put that out there. Okay? Cole, Rebecca, Elijah, in that order are my top 3 favorite Mikaelsons. I do not hate him. But anyway, let's move on.
Anyone in.
Just so someone, anyone would see who
Sorry,
you
I
are.
went on that little tangent, but I just had to make that clear.
You will live out your endless days unloved and alone.
You can live forever with no one at your side.
And I need them to fear me. Leaving me alone for all time.
Is that what this is about?
Supposed to fear you too?
Just don't want to be alone.
It would be better for you if you did. For you to believe I am the monster they would paint me as.
This is what we swore to one another 1,000 years ago, before life tore away what little humanity you had left. Before ego, before anger, before paranoia created in this person before me someone I can barely even recognize as my own brother.
And our father hunted him.
Haunted us for centuries. Every time we found a moment of happiness, we were forced to flee. Even here, in New Orleans, where we were happiest of all.
I thought we'd found a home here.
Not long after Klaus broke the spell that prevented him from becoming the hybrid, he defeated our father. I thought this would make him happy. He was angrier than ever.
The fact that there was no music playing during those scenes actually made me even more immersed.
This is the world that you created, Klaus.
What has happened to you?
Was a time when you knew me as your son.
Because of you, we were a family again.
I remember the sweet boy who made me laugh and gave me gifts.
This city would have seen you dead. But I will have it your home.
Brother, all of your scheming, the enemies that you have made every single day of your miserable life, what results did you expect?
It's left me. You're turning your backs on you. Look at us now, Klaus.
History taught you nothing. We don't abandon you. Nick, you drive us away.
That your child will be born into a happy life, that the mother would be alive to know her daughter, that we could live and thrive as some sort of family.
She deserves something better than what we had.
It's you. You're the threat.
Always and forever. Even though he locked you in a coffin for 90 years.
Stored us in boxes.
You were cruel and controlling and manipulative.
I was trying to protect you. Dagged all of you! Each for your own good. If you don't agree with my motives, fine. I never claimed to be the bastion of temperance, but stop this drivel about being singled out and unloved. And every soul wishes you harm. We struck down.
I held the beating heart in my hand. Do you recall that, Klaus? And yet here we are, still alive, still family.
You are a Mikaelson! You're my blood! I need you to stand by my side. And I need you. I need you by my side. Be my brother. And by you, I will be your brother. Stand with me. Or fall with him. Choose, son.
You declared war when
Imagine
you came after
hating
my
somebody
family.
that much.
You can sacrifice the whole family.
They will destroy everything you love.
Queen and a king, caught by a one-time pawn.
I'm almost impressed by the lengths you'd go to for your little girl.
Will eradicate your malignant bloodline from this earth.
Your daughter's around here somewhere, isn't she? Thus the game comes to its inevitable end.
And at last, you will get the retribution you deserve. Always! Choose him.
Nick was my family. If you were after him, you were after me.
Brother, we fought every adversary in this town and we have won. We'll fight them again, no matter who they are. We'll make this home a fortress. If you come at him, you come at me.
You've got to
Seeing
trust
them walk
me for
side by
once in your
side
life,
like
and I will
that.
stand by your side. I promise.
We'll protect each other, like we always have.
When push comes to shove, you can always trust a Mikaelson to back another Mikaelson.
That's what family does. We fight for each other.
Who fight for you? Who you fight for?
I've come for my blood.
A family united.
That is how we will face all our enemies. Together, as a family.
We fight for those we love.
Come lead our demons. Save our family.
I know what you are, you know.
We were never weak, Klaus.
Strongest in the world.
In years, I've never seen anyone successfully stand against your young, wicked father. Not one of the countless devoted to your destruction.
Strong enough to keep all of the bad things away.
You'll protect our home, even in the face of an adversary such as our mother, because that, brother, that is what you
Whatever it takes to save our family.
Whatever it takes.
There is nothing I won't do to keep our daughter safe.
I wasn't born like this, but I did not make myself this way. What have I become?
He's an abomination. It's Michael who ruined me.
those of us that matter accept you for what you are.
He was complicated and flawed and
And if indeed you should prevent the redemption of the cruel,
The wicked, the vindictive Klaus Mikaelson.
Listen about Nick. He is a monster. Do not ever cross him. But he does want more from life than to just be feared. He's too broken to find it himself. But I do believe there is hope for him. And the baby that you carry.
I think it's a girl.
Yet each time that I am tempted to surrender, I see it. The glimmer of goodness. I'll stop searching for his redemption when I believe there is none left to be found.
Maybe somewhere deep down, he still is the brother we once knew.
What will this child offer me?
This child could offer you the one thing that you've never believed you had.
And what's that? Conditional love.
Unconditional love of family.
And see, with that, with like after a lot, I'm sorry to make this about Elijah. I'm like really going on Elijah tangents right now, but to like further my point that I was making earlier, like Elijah's story like came full circle. Like when he was having that one conversation with Rebecca, when he said, and I'm paraphrasing, he will stop searching for Klaus's redemption, like that part of him that still like cares and is still human, when there is none left to be found, right? Meaning when he finally, brings that part out, which by the end of the series, Klaus had brought that side out of him again through like being Hope's dad, right? And she was, I guess also technically she would be number 4, right? I guess technically she would be number 4 for who changed him the most. But like the way that Klaus's character had done a complete shift to like being the guy who cares, who is like no longer like really willing to hurt anybody in his family. He achieved that by the end of the series. And the fact that Elijah spent his entire life since they turned into vampires trying to bring out that part of him, there was really no more use for Elijah. I'm sorry for all Elijah fans out there, because I am one myself, but his story came full circle by the end of the show. So, like, for him to make, like, the ultimate sacrifice for his entire family, like, he was, like, the glue that held them all together, and I feel like his death would have been the thing that unironically made them even closer than they were before, you know? So that's just the way I feel about it. Whether you want to interpret that as hate for his character or not is up to you, but I am outright saying I do not hate Elijah. I just think his story came full circle, and him dying at the end is like the proper send-off that he deserved. That's just me. But you interpret that as you will.
Will it guarantee me power?
So is that all this child means to you? A grab for power?
What does it mean to you?
This was our family's hope.
First, the promise of an offspring meant little to me. That child you carry is the only thing on this earth that matters to me. And I recalled my father. How he held me in contempt from the moment I was born.
Why do you call him that? He's not your real dad.
Klaus will destroy it one way or another.
He's done damage only a father could do.
Your father didn't love you, so you assume that no one else will either.
He's still in there.
Believe that this baby means something to you. I want to believe in you. Don't let us down.
My littlest wolf. I will do right by you.
What's her name?
Well, when Elijah thought you were dead, he said we'd lost our family's only hope. You gave her her name. Her name is Hope.
Hope Mikaelson.
Hope. Andrea Michaels.
Moments of joy in your life, however fleeting, have been simple pleasures.
He really sprinkled the crumbs for her name so early in the show.
My daughter.
All of that anger, the cycle of abuse that Michael began, you can end it.
He was to believe that you were the key to my brother's redemption.
Klaus loved him like a son.
And survived.
Finally be getting some Marcel content in here. I'm like, Marcel is an honorary Mikaelson. Like, where is he at in this video?
I failed you. To my eternal shame.
You didn't fail me. You raised me. You taught me everything that I know.
Quiet days, teaching that boy Shakespeare.
We taught Marcel to read with this very copy.
You have that now too, don't you?
The truth is, Klaus, I never thought I'd live to see this day.
Someone you love more than anything, even yourself.
One you would rather die than allow to be harmed.
Redemption. He's never going to change. Not even for his own daughter.
I don't think I can survive my own love for my daughter. I have brought into the world a weapon they can use against me. I do trust you. More than you know. I don't know what to do. And I really wish that you were here to tell me. Little wolf.
I know your history. What she does know is that you protect your family, no matter what.
It's okay to care. It's okay to want something.
Nothing is going to harm my little girl. Nothing will even get close. I'm not going to let anything take you. I promise you that. I'm going to keep you safe. Always. And forever. You're all that matters to me.
All Elijah was trying to do, all he's ever wanted for you.
So what am I to you, Klaus?
And you, Marcel, will always be my family.
Oh, you again. She has changed him.
So you can be
I think I'll do a Marcel video reaction at some point.
Exactly right.
'Cause I truly love Marcel. That dude is so cool.
Family is power, eh, Klaus?
Family is power. Family is power. She is the very best of me.
No, she is everything, eh, Klaus? Worth every fight, worth every sacrifice.
It's destroying hope from the inside out.
So how do we stop it?
There's nothing we can do.
She's my daughter.
And without you, he wouldn't even be making this sacrifice.
I can't allow my daughter to die.
Do you understand you've accomplished in 15 years what I couldn't in 1,000?
Before you were born, I was a very different creature. I've not lived an honorable life, but hope. From the moment I saw you, I wanted nothing more than to be worthy of being your father. What kind of father allows another man to die for his child?
The kind that loves her.
I love you. Hope. I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
Of my life, my unrelenting desire has always been your redemption.
I loved Klaus, and he would have let the world burn just to save the people he loved.
What is it that you intend to do, brother?
Whatever it takes to save our family.
You came for my child! My daughter!
It's not the end of the Michaels.
And you protect family. Like you and Mom and my protectors, right?
Always and forever.
Stick together as one. Always and forever.
Always.
That vow, dude.
Forever.
Always and 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 forever, brother. Till forever ends.
You're being a good father. And you're being a good person.
You truly believe I am redeemed.
I'm gonna make you proud.
So proud of you. My daughter, my heir. You're my heart.
Finally living up to the potential that Cammy saw in you.
I love you.
I love you too.
She would have been proud.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, man. Like that was great. That was truly great. I loved everything about it. Like the music at certain parts was awesome, albeit a little too loud, but it was awesome. Like you really felt the building up of certain emotional scenes, and then like the parts where it went silent and just let like the like deep scenes play, that was clean. And then just like the scenes in general, bro. Klaus is a fantastic character who throughout the course of the TVDU, like his story, it was amazing. It was amazing from start to finish. Again, the only thing I wish though is that he did not die. But other than that, I loved his story start to finish. But yeah, this was great. This was really great. Awesome Days edits. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. If you enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys actually giving me some suggestions, because if it weren't for you, I would not really know what to record for tributes. But here you guys are helping me, so thank you for that. But I will catch you in my next video. See ya.